All right. Well, welcome everyone to today's call. This is the week where we're getting to move into our new home. I'm so super excited. For those of you guys who don't know who I am, my name is Megan Lynch, one of the leaders over here, just one of the many, many leaders. As you guys can see, there are so many leaders arising in this business. And I want you to really think about this. You see these companies that have done billions of dollars. We know about the Nonis and the other Forex companies out here. We know about the Organo Golds and all of these other companies that have produced these big time leaders. Well, guess what? We are the big time leaders that are emerging. It's kind of like I tell people, we're not going to talk scripture or anything like that, but these people lived years ago and did amazing things, right? You cannot argue that. Do you really think God was done? He was just like, oh, okay, I produced all these amazing people and then I'm just going to be done now. No, right? There is still work to do in us. We still have work to do. I'm telling you guys, as long as we have breath in our body, as long as we still have those hash marks in between our beginning and our ending date, we have work to do. And it's not just about running out here and I bought a car or something like that. Honestly, it's about the experiences that I'm having right now. It's about being able to just like go to the grocery store. I'm not even kidding. I don't know how to spend $25,000 a week, right? You know what I know how to do? Go to the grocery store without flipping out. I know how to pay my bills up for months and months. I could pay them up for the whole year. That's the experience that I wanted. I wanted the experience where I wasn't focused on money. Because right now, I want you guys to understand that my goal was never to make $100,000 a month. My goal was to show people it was possible to come in here in this company and knock out the ranks in this company and become a legend in this company. I want the same thing for each and every one of you. So I'm going to get into it right away. And I'm going to tell you guys, listen, I'm not the only one. There are going to be so many legends that are about to come after me. And the amazing thing is that we haven't really gotten started yet. And when I say that, because when I launched my business, I didn't get through even half of my list. I just called as many people as I could possibly call. Now I have people calling me. My principal called me, not the one who fired me, but the the one who hired me for a year, and him and I became really good friends. And he came aboard with me in March and didn't do anything with the business. Zero, zilch. He called me yesterday because I posted on social media. All I said was, I'm now at $100,000 a month. Ask me how. Comment info below. And I have so many people who have joined my business or my Google form because of that. All we have to do is open our mouths and tell people. I didn't tell them Tradera, Forex. I didn't say anything like that. Now it's possible for people to understand that we can really, really knock out the ranks in this company pretty quickly. Today is Money Making Monday. It is July the 6th. We're halfway to Dr. PK's birthday, so make sure you guys are gearing up for that. She did such an amazing job celebrating my sister and I May 14th, and we definitely want to return the favor. We're definitely going to be having a virtual birthday party for Dr. PK because she is so many things to so many people in our group. She is our prayer warrior, and when we are on the way to the top, guess what? We need some praying hands over here. So we definitely want to gear up for Dr. PK's birthday. Also, guys, today I'm doing a call at 2 o'clock and 9 o'clock. I am also, Bob Morant is doing a call at 7, and Robert Dean, he does a call at 2 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. So these people are all part of our team, so you guys can plug people into that information. I am doing a live meeting on Facebook Live again, and you should be able to see it a lot better. I'm doing one for my brother on tonight at 7 o'clock. And I'm just super excited, not only for my brother, but for both my brothers. Almost 400 people have now opted into their Google form. 400 people. right? I want you guys to understand that it's not only them. I have an Australia team. I've been up since the wee morning, 6 o'clock this morning, because I do my Australia call and it's 9 o'clock at night over there when it's 7 o'clock in the morning over here. So I got to get up like super early on Mondays. And my Australia team has already added 115 people to their Google form. 115. All they're doing is they're sharing it and telling people, listen, just opt into the form. There's no obligation to pay your $99. All you're saying is that you're interested. And when we call you, we're going to plug you in. If you say it's not for you, next. We're going on to the next person. So there are a lot of people doing this right now. So here's the question that I have for you guys. What is your organization going to look like when the system comes back up this week? Right? So the system should be shut down right now. The owner said, this is what they sent me. They said, the current development team are set. They said we are set to launch either Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. Once launched, all payouts will begin processing and communication will begin flowing to everyone from corporate with all information everyone may need. And they said they wouldn't have any updates until today because of the holiday season. So that update was on Sunday. So I'm looking for another update. What we're going to have to do, though, is we are going to have to, when the system comes back up, I'm going to make a video on how to properly enroll into this company and how to make sure that you set up all of your payment information. And I'm just really super excited to see what the platform looks like. So we're super excited about that. Okay. Here's what I want you guys to understand. You're going to have to focus on your money and stay up to date and get plugged in. This is not a business where you can be in and out of your business. If you put your toe in this business, your check is going to be a toenail. If you really seriously want to go after this thing, guys, give it 90 days of your focus, 90 straight days, day in and day out. I lost 15 pounds my first month in this business. I'm not even kidding you. I wasn't going outside. I'm not telling you guys to do that, but I really lost a ton of weight. It was a really good diet plan. But I did lose a lot of weight because I sat in my house for 2 weeks. I drank coffee and I was on the phone nonstop, day in, day out to get my business off the ground. I'm not saying you have to do that, but all I'm telling you now is that my hard work paid off and now I can do whatever I want, right? I can go from state to state. I can sleep in if I want to or whatever. I'm on my own time. That's what I want for you guys, not the money. I'm telling you, the money's great. It's the time. We can do whatever we want at, some of us at $5,000 a month. You can do whatever you want at $10,000 a month. All you got to do, you got to focus. Like Rico said, focus, focus, focus. Today, the presentations are 2 o'clock and 9 o'clock, but there's a link in the Telegram and on the Facebook page because there's a 7 o'clock, 2 of them, and a 10 o'clock going on. So we got calls all day long, every day going on, right? I know, I'm serious, guys. I'm just now starting to plump up and look a little bit back to normal because I lost a lot of weight, right? I want you guys to understand that this business for 90 days is an all day, every day event. You should be piquing interest every day. You should be talking to people every single day. And I have a partner, Frank Williams, who's phenomenal, who's going to really quickly come aboard in just a second. And he's going to give you guys the elevator pitch. He's very good. He is getting ready to knock out $5,000 a month in this company. And so he's going to give you guys a little bit of information. What you can be doing in the meantime, waiting for the system to come up. Please read, guys. On your mark, get set, read. Read the playbook. Everything that you could ever ask is inside of the playbook. This is a time period for you guys to start watching videos, clicking the links. We got the big, ginormous playbook. Eat the elephant one bite at a time, okay? We have the smaller playbook that actually, if you take the smaller playbook, and someone's going to put it in the chat right now, this is our system right now, ladies and gentlemen. until my website is done. I just haven't even had time to look at it. I know the Global Money team is coming out with a website too. So I got to get my website out ASAP. Until the website is out, our system is bring them into the business and give them the playbook. Robert says, what does he say? Bring them in cheap, stack them deep. It is $99 to get into this company. Every single one of you guys could find 3 people who want to make some money if you follow the system, right? Phase 1 of my business, ladies and gentlemen, was to come into Tradera and take it over. I do it in every company that I get in ever since I learned how to do it, right? So don't let me lie to you and act like I've been doing it for a long time. It's been since 2018. 2018 is when I branched out on my own and I got into my second Forex company and I became the master distributor. All that means is I broke away from my sponsor and started doing things on my own. In 2019, I honed my skill. I found my voice. I stopped caring what other people thought about me. And I focused on my why. And I'm not saying that in a mean way. It's just I stopped caring if people said yes or no. I just told them about it. And then I came into this business and did the same exact thing. And look where we are right now. So phase 1 was Tradera Takeover. Mission accomplished. There's darn near 21,000 people in the organization. And all of these places are yellow. But please don't get it twisted. I started the same way that you guys started. I called 8 people and then I launched my business the very next day. That's it. Now, guys, phase 2. I'm super excited about phase 2. We've helped thousands of people already add an extra 500, 1,000, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50,000, 100,000 a month to their income, right? So if I'm part of the $100,000 club, I just brought in my brother, my oldest brother, and he just brought in this one young lady named Danielle, and she's very nonchalant. She's kind of like a silent killer. She almost scared me a little bit. She was so calm, but she said, listen, in this tone of voice, I talked to her yesterday on a 3-way. My brother has had me on the phone with everybody and their grandma. And this is my brother, Justin. And he put her on the phone. She was so calm, cool, and collected. She said, listen, if you can do it, I can do it. Tell me what to do. I said, well, I can make you a flyer right now. I mean, if you want to launch your business tonight at 9, mind you, I was talking to her at like 4 o'clock. She's like, send me the flyer. I'm going to get on the phone. I'm calling everybody I know. So she launched her business last night and she ain't even in the business yet. So I want you guys to understand that it's time to become legend makers. It's time for everybody to focus on the $100,000 club. And if you don't make $100,000 this year, guess what? There's a gazillion ranks in between. Phase 2, though, guys, listen, is the family challenge. How many of your family members can you get to take a look at this business? Stop saying, oh, my family wouldn't do it. You don't know. You haven't asked them, right? You got to ask them. Or matter of fact, you got to tell them what you're doing. You're not asking them to get into your business. I told everybody in my family back in March. Guess what? They just joined me last week, right? But they're now coming in with the bang. But I planted the seed back then. I think my brother just raised his hand back there, so I'm going to unmute him. Just a second. Justin, raise your hand again. I know that was probably you. Raise your hand, my brother, or somebody, or it was Reagan. Oh, there you are. Nope, it's my brother. Amaya Marie, I'm on my training. Let me call you back.
Okay,
bye. Bye. Justin, are you out there?
No, it's me. It should say my name on there.
Oh, it does, but Justin was using your stuff too. Unmute, right? I just muted you back by accident. You can unmute, sister.
That's okay. You can keep going. I was just letting you know I was on here. You made me co-host.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, so family challenge. Let's talk about that, and then I'm going to pass it over, and then you guys can ask questions, and then we're out of here, right? legend makers. My mission is not complete, guys. I don't know if you guys remember what my why was. Remember when I broke down and cried for a whole call? And Dr. PK had to help me out a little bit because my why is way bigger than making $100,000 a month. That's going to mean nothing to other people. My why is to create a new Wall Street. I want to have thousands of people. I want to have thousands of thousandaires. And by the end of this year, I want to rewrite some of your stories. So I'm going to interview you. I want to travel around, put you on my microphone. I want to interview you and rewrite your story and put it in my magazine. And by the end of this year, I want to have either produced it or at least started on my 2020 vision, creating a new Wall Street magazine, where it's really just all of you. It's not about me. It's about Reagan Lynch's story. It's about the fact that she can go from $12 an hour to 100,000, a month, right? She's almost at 50,000 a month. She'll be at 100,000 a month, quick, fast, and in a hurry. But it's not just her. It's about all of you. And we're doing it together. Do you know what we can do when we're collectively making money together with the right mindset? Then we can go talk to these youngins because they ain't listening to broke people. Tell you that right now. They're only going to listen to people who look like they have money or who have money. So the amazing part about this is, guys, is that you're in the midst of a life-changing opportunity. We're going to make history. Trust and believe. Speaking it into existence. We're going to make history. What you guys need to do is you need to focus on enrolling 3 people. If you already brought over 3 people and they're not doing anything, go get 3 more people. Make a Google form. Do a Facebook campaign. Just get on Facebook and, be excited about where we are and tell people to comment info below. Do a social media campaign. Get on LinkedIn. Get on Twitter, TikTok. I don't know what you guys are on, right? Do some in-home meetings, some safe ones with some masks, 6 feet apart from each other, right? Or I think it's 6 feet, right? That's all I've been doing. Identify leaders and build with those leaders. You cannot force somebody to lead. They're going to show themselves. Duplicate the 7 steps over and over and over again, ladies and gentlemen, and then repeat it over and over again. Wax on, wax off. Expose people. PS3, pique their interest, show them the plan, 3-way to close, train them. That's it, okay? Last thing before I bring on Frank. In order to become legend makers, you guys are going to have to get really, really good at not only you following the plan, you have to get your team to follow the plan. I just talked to a young lady and she said, well, I'm a noble, but man, I'm stuck here. I can't get my team. I said, well, what number is your team on? She was like, what? I said, have you launched your business? She hadn't launched her business. Therefore, she's on step number 1. I'm like, okay, you're not going to get to the next level because your team can't do what you did. They may not have the network to do it right now. But you know what they can do? Empty their cell phones, make a list of everybody they know. Don't hop off. I got a challenge for you guys. Can somebody cut that person's video off for me real quick? Make a list of every single person that you know. Everybody. Dump them out on paper. Launch your business within 24 to 48 hours, okay? 24 to 48 hours. I say 24 hours. You guys don't need days to get ready. You don't need to give your team a whole week to figure out that they want to call everybody they know and put them on one call. As soon as you guys launch somebody's business, immediately you have to follow up to close them out. Don't leave it to them. I had a young lady, she's 22. She was like, well, nobody wanted to join the business. She's not even in yet. She only called her cousin and her boyfriend, like 2 people. I said, you're not launched yet. You need to make a list of everybody you know. And then once you do talk to those people, you got to introduce them to a leader. And then guys, once people sign up in your business, introduce all of them to a leader so that we can push them out the nest. We're going to kick them straight out the nest and say, okay, welcome to the team. Do you want to use the product, get the residual income, or both? If they say use the product, I'm still launching their business. Okay, let me help you make $500 a month so you can trade with the company's money. You got to know how to talk to people. And guys, I don't care if I get one person from that person. I'm going to get one person that might lead me to thousands. I'm going to plug everybody into the training. I'm going to duplicate steps 1 through 6 with all new members. This is it. This is the blueprint. This is the legend maker right here. I don't do anything else but this all day, every day, right? So goal is, guys, when you bring people in, plug them in so that they can get a demo and a live account. Launch their businesses immediately within their first week. You want them to become founder or knight. Okay, within their second and fourth week, duplication, guys, it only takes 4 weeks of duplication to get to 2,000 a month. You get your 3, they'll get their 3, they get their 3, they get their 3, you're at 2,000 a month. Boom, just like that. But most people cannot focus for 30 days. They cannot. And you guys know it because you try to go to the gym for 30 days and then Krispy Kreme starts calling you like Chris Rock on New Jack City. I don't know if you guys watched that movie, but you know, you guys gotta focus. If you can focus for 30 days, you can focus for 90 days. I'm going to help you out. Here is your 90-day challenge. And I'm giving away cash giveaways. Number 1, I'm extending this, I think, to like August. Forget what it is. I don't remember what 90 days from yesterday is. I think it was like October 4th or something. So was that right, Dr. PK?
October 3rd, my guy.
Okay. October 3rd is going to be our end date. So I'm kind of starting this challenge again to give you guys some time. Number 1 challenge. They all hold their own cash values. Empty your cell phone challenge. Empty your contacts on paper from A to Z. I have to see it though, right? So when you want to enter this challenge by October 3rd, if you want to enter the challenge, you're going to show me that you emptied your cell phone on paper from A to Z, like put A, B, all the way to Z. And then you want to keep a 3-way call log. You're going to have to keep track of it. So if you've done 3-way calls and you've kept track of it, it'll enter you into my cash giveaway. By then, guys, in 90 days, I'm trying to hit 300,000 a month. Not even playing with you guys. And I'm 2 legs already complete. I only got 1 leg to go to hit 300,000 a month, and I'm not, that rank ain't even out yet. So empty your cell phone challenge. Empty your contacts on paper. Keep a 3-way call log. So write down like the prospect's name, the time and date you did the 3-way. Who did you do the 3-way call with? Like Reagan Lynch was the expert, and then kind of write a little note. So just keep track. This is going to help you guys figure out where you are in your business. Okay. So that's a cash giveaway, October 3rd. And then our second cash giveaway that you guys can enter is called the Family Dynasty Challenge. Family Dynasty Challenge. How many family members can you get into your business? Expose it to everybody. Remember that they may not join you right away, but you have to tell them about it. You got to plant the seed. Call those things that aren't as though they are, right? Your whole entire family is going to be millionaires. Speak it into existence, because my family, from me, you know, from my dad to my 13-year-old daughter, is going to be a multimillionaire in this company, right? Because I'm preparing her for this business, right? So guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. Get going on those Google forms. If you want to know how to make a Google form, go to my training on my YouTube channel and make yourself a Google form. I'm getting ready to market to 120,000 people as soon as the system comes up, right? As soon as I know that it's safe to start putting people in, I'm getting ready to relaunch my business, right? And become a legend maker. Not only that, guys, build it on paper. This is what I did. I built my entire organization in the beginning. I took everybody from a Google form, from my spreadsheet, and then I started organizing the leaders on paper. It's why the key is sitting up here, and the key's got his 1 leg is at legend. It's probably got 3,000 people in it right now, right? So you guys got to get your people positioned early, and then they're going to wake up and they're going to see that it's possible. and that if they just kick it into gear a little bit, they can make a lot of money over here if they follow the freaking system, right? I'm looking to wake up some other people that are plugged in, that got plugged in with me right away. They ain't doing nothing right now, but they're plugged in, they're showing up, they're paying their subscription, right? And build it on paper. So I want you guys to understand that now is the time for you to get to work, right? We want to get to work. So I'm going to pass it over to my partner really quickly. And he is going to give you guys a really quick training on what you should be saying to family members and what you, don't get off here right now, and what you should be saying to new members. I'm sorry, to new people, like random people that you meet. So let me pass it over to my partner, who is the male version of me. He's awake just as much as I am. I can always count on Mr. Frank Williams to be awake and to lead his team. So he's going to tell you guys really quickly what he says to get people involved in this business. So Frank, you're going to have to raise your hand. Are you out there, sir? Let me unmute so I can find you. Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Frank. Hold on one second. Let me mute everybody else out. So you're going to have to unmute again. Okay, go ahead. Unmute for me.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Loud,
Okay.
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, well, thank you, Megan. You're awesome. You're an awesome leader, and I'm just trying to follow you.
You're not trying, you're doing it.
So I'm excited about being on the team, and I just want to thank you for giving the opportunity to speak to the team. It is also a privilege to do that, so I'm not going to take it lightly. But I want to go over just basically your 3 basic lists that you have. You have your friends and family and how to contact them. You have your B list, which is your acquaintances. And then you have your C list, which is your cold list. So we're going to go over those 3 different lists and how do you contact those 3 different types of people. Okay. The first list is your friends and family. The first thing I want you to know is you have to be excited about what you're doing. You have to have confidence in what you're doing. People like to follow people who know where they're going and know what they want. I was on a call when Megan got emotional about her dream. And at that point in time, I said, I can follow this lady anywhere, because she knows what she wants, and I know where her heart was. She's all about helping and giving. So you have to find out what you want from this business and what you want for your life, or what you don't want. That could be key too. So write those things down. You have to have them in a place where you can look at them every day. What do I want? What do I don't want? Okay. And then be focused. You can't have chaos in your life. So when you're talking to people, when you know exactly what you want, you know exactly where you're going. So the first thing you want to do is memorize a mission statement. Okay. And I have one that bounces off of Megan's. I work with a powerful group of professionals. They educate, inform, and empower individuals to take control of their personal finances. I have that memorized. So when I sit down, I see someone at Chipotle's, I see someone at the grocery store, they ask me what I do. I work with a powerful group of professionals. And that's not a lie, that is true. I have Megan, I have Reagan, I have Dr. PK, I have so many different people and different professions that are tied to the team that I don't talk about myself, I talk about you guys. And I talk about how powerful you are and what we're doing in the community. Now, when I'm talking to my friends and family, I'm just excited. I told my cousin, he's my biggest like, I told him, listen, I found it. You need to be on the call at 9 o'clock. Remember this, less is more. He asked me a lot of questions because he's my cousin, but I didn't answer the questions. I said, get on the call at 9 p.m. You need to hear this woman speak. I was just excited, okay? So when you're talking to your friends and family, just be excited, get them to the call. Less is more. That's very important. Write that down, please. Less is more. Just be excited. And then my acquaintances, I called them up. Hey, listen, I just started working with a powerful group of professionals. They educate, inform, and empower people about their personal finance, how to take control of their personal finances. You need to be on a call at 9 p.m. What is it? How's it work? Just be on the call. The information I got is awesome. It's helped me a lot. It might help you too. Less is more. Do not talk about Forex. Do not talk about multi-level marketing, networking, nothing. Just get them on the call. And then the elevator pitch, the same thing. When I meet people in the elevator, I haven't been on the elevator lately, but grocery store or at Chipotle's picking up food or whatever, when I'm out and about, I say the same thing. I have my mission statement already memorized and I know where I'm going. I work with a powerful group of professionals. We educate, inform, and empower people about taking control of their personal finances. Well, how does it work? Oh, I have a launch call. Be on the call at 9 o'clock. Or you can ask them, do you know anyone who's interested in wanting to get more information about finances? Or do you look for ways to generate extra money? Family, occupation, recreation, money. Use form. Talk about those three things when you're cold contacting. Okay, so I hope that helped everyone out today. I'm really excited about where we're going and what's in front of us. The new business, the new back office is getting ready to start up, and I'm excited for everyone on this call. And let's go out and make it happen. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you so much, Frank. And guys, it's that simple, you know. And when Frank and I were talking, I'm like, yeah, just tell them it doesn't have to be overcomplicated or anything. You don't need a long, drawn out anything to say to people because people don't have that much time. Your elevator pitch is like, if you were on the elevator, you're only on there for a few seconds sometimes. So people don't give you a lot of time. Less is more, like Frank said, be excited, have your mission statement down, and you have to become a master inviter to our gazillion calls that we're doing every single day. So super excited about that, Frank. That was short, sweet, powerful.
Piggyback on you real quick. Like if you do the launch correctly, you will never have to do an elevator pitch because you'll be too busy going to the next level in your team, if that makes sense. I only got to my B's when I first launched my business, when I put everyone down on paper. So listen to Megan, like put your list on paper and call everyone on that list. Then you won't have to worry about, contacting people outside of your phone list or your A list. That's it.
I love it. Yeah, guys, I haven't even touched my list. I'm not even going to lie to you. I haven't even gotten started yet, and I'm not boasting, bragging, or anything. I'm just telling you that I only called the people I could because I launched my business so fast in 24 hours. I didn't have time to even go and talk to anybody else. I didn't have time to go to my 52,000 list of people that I have contacts for. I got another list of 60,000. I got a list of 4,800, and I have a list on paper of 700 and I don't know. I forget how many people's on there. Reagan knows, but I haven't even touched any of those people yet. And then as the system started rolling, I didn't want to bring them in with the system being kind of crazy. But guess what? Gloves are off now. People from where, and I've been in other businesses. I'm a collector of information. You guys have, Portia, you have people in your cell phone. People just don't want to call people. They don't. Well, I don't want to bug people. Are you serious? You don't want to bug them. And we're over here making a gazillion dollars a week and you don't want to bug your family, right? So if you guys don't want to call your family, then don't expect to have the level of success that most people are having. I didn't say go bug them. I said tell them that you're in business. Invite them to a call. That's it. Hey, listen, can you show up on this call? I'm going to be doing some amazing things at 9 o'clock. That's it. That's it, right? If you don't tell them, trust and believe, I'm signing up your cousin in my business and your dad. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute you guys real quick. I only have I can give you about 10 minutes. Frank, thank you so much. I mean, just short, sweet, powerful, to the point. Let me